Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I'm watching ARCANE. Last time on ARCANE, we completed the goal of reuniting Jinx and Vi, and everything was fine. They might have seen each other again, but it was short-lived, and also it was a meeting filled with mistrust from Jinx's end. And then it was interrupted by the Firelights, and our two sisters were once again ripped apart from each other. In addition, there's been some political shakeup with Jayce holding a vote to oust Heimerdinger, which is probably not going to have great consequences, but there was some interesting conversations about it in my comments. Specifically that it is true that Heimerdinger doesn't really have much of a plan. He's more interested in just since he was there for those tragedies in the past, he's more interested in making sure that those never happen again than anything else. Everyone who lives in the present is very much there's problems that need fixing now, but I don't really trust this council to be better off without Heimerdinger. But we'll have to see what Jayce does. We're in the final third of this show, so things are getting intense. Let's begin episode 7. The Boy Savior. In 3, 2, 1, go. I'm very much wondering what the Boy Savior is referring to. Oh boy. Oh boy. A very stylish Firelight. Where music vid? Is Firelight music video? Do we have a music video? A strong way to start. Okay, Caitlyn did get taken as well. That answers the question.
When were you planning to tell me that your lunatic sister works for him?
Just as soon as you came clean about what the hell you're really doing down here.
That's true.
Bullshit. What was that glowing stone?
Well, you know, that glowing stone is kind of a big reason why Vander's dead. Well. Hello. Oh, hi. Like a Batman. I don't know the fantasy races in League of Legends, very well.
Just ugly?
Or both.
You look good for a dead girl.
Hi. So I will say right now that I did find out after starting this show that Ekko is one of the heroes you can play as. So I've kind of been expecting this.
Ekko?
That's right.
What do you know about this?
Nothing. What the hell is this all about?
She doesn't know about
What are
that.
you doing with Jinx?
Her name is Powder.
Not anymore, her name.
It's me, Vi. Same person who used to take you down to the junk heap and hose you down when you got covered in grease.
People change.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting that.
I didn't know if I could trust you.
So you just come out swinging?
Yes.
Gee, I wonder who I learned that from.
Well, you know.
More, you still punch like a little boy.
And you still block with your face.
Shit.
I miss you, little man.
Well,
How long have you had those off?
that's a nice reunion.
I would very much like to see the device. This X core.
Don't do it.
Perhaps the error resides not with your calculations, but with your subjects.
And this is Shimmer?
A variant. It should provide everything one
What?
needs to survive a violent transition.
Subject.
Will it
Oh.
work on plants?
You're saying too. You're saying that your subject should be yourself.
If you take this path, they will despise you. It's why I parted ways with Heimerdinger. Just
You used to work
understand.
for Heimerdinger too.
Perhaps.
We'll see. Oh boy. Working with his shirt off. I don't know if that... it's probably allows your skin to breathe more, but I don't know if it's exactly safer. That's why.
You're the de facto head of the council. People notice where you go.
Basically head of the council now, huh?
Shut up.
I tried taking it apart and it nearly killed me. Whoever built it knows exactly
Wow.
what they're doing. This and Shimmer. It's hard to believe what they're capable of. He was my mentor, Mel. And I betrayed him.
Yeah,
Everything you said about him was true.
that's also true.
My family you can bring Hextech to the masses just like you've always dreamed.
First, I have to save Viktor.
Where is he?
You have to proceed carefully, too. It's like...
Disappeared.
In the meantime, try not to lose your nuts.
Will do.
Marcus is following my orders, preventing Vi and Caitlyn from returning.
Or he's finally flipped.
I mean, he is following,
Baron scheduled an assembly.
Jayce's orders, so...
I need to find Jinx.
Sir,
What?
I have more in common with cave lice than Jinx. But let's just say I didn't always see eye to eye with my old man. She'll come to you when she's ready.
That's interesting. Believe me, I was a daughter once, so... But Jinx is having a bad time.
I didn't lose her. They took her. She was there for me, not the enforcer.
It's true.
Why would I remember her name?
Ow.
Caitlyn.
Well, remember the name. Oh, that was a crazy shot. Who needs anesthetic? Just staple your wounds together. Jinx is having a real bad time. It's gonna be an issue if she starts wanting to go after Caitlyn. Well,
Pretty cool, huh?
Vi
When I
maybe
first
get
saw it,
closer
I
to
knew
her.
this was the
Whoa.
place. If a single seed can make it down here, so could we. Silco flooded the lanes with shimmer. He didn't care what it did to people. Everyone here was an addict or a
It's
victim.
true.
I should have been there. For you.
You've been doing good, Ekko.
That's a good way to drive yourself crazy.
Or
What are
maybe you
these
could
little?
head
Are they the firelights?
changed. She's still in there. I can reach her.
You can't.
That's gonna be the
I know my sister.
big question: can she reach her or not? Beautiful. But I do want to say that I mentioned in a comment about people in the underground kind of being more like, maybe not in touch with nature, but it's interesting that nature has like been pushed out by the top side and has kind of flourished a little bit down here. And this tree is another example. But anyway.
Your sister works for him not because she has to, but because she wants to. I'm sorry, but that's who she is now.
We'll see. But what are you doing here? Just watching the riots? Well, I guess you had to come through here, but...
I order a blockade and my own partner violates it.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're doing here.
Ordered this? Why? There are people down there who seem hell-bent on destroying us.
I told you I
Fair.
knew someone.
Well, you didn't say they were from the Undercity.
What difference does that make?
What They're dangerous.
He's from the Undercity.
I'm from the Undercity.
Yeah.
I've had a lot on my plate. Was
Yeah,
your friend able to
maybe
help?
too much.
No. No, he said make your way
Oh
west
boy.
to this-
So he's no longer thinking that Jayce will understand. Alright, so the trust between Jayce and Viktor is being strained right now.
With bleeding money and
Look at all these people.
His dreams of rebellion.
All these character designs are insane.
We're all wondering, what's your plan to fix this?
You're all wondering, are you?
Yeah, do you got a plan?
Jinx will deal with it.
Rumor is, you dogs are for leash.
Love his lizard eyes. That is, not what you want to see.
Have you forgotten where we came from? The mines they had us in? But I pulled you all up from the depths. Offered you a taste of topside. But you've grown fat and complacent. That is why we fight. Do you remember?
It's a huge power move to not even, like, need the mask himself.
Don't forget again. Good meeting.
Good meeting. What are you thinking about?
This threat from the Undercity is drawing attention.
Oh, good.
It's too soon. Jayce isn't ready.
One
Oh,
other
for
thing.
just, like, being in charge of all this?
This arrived for you.
From the Medardas? Oh boy, I want to find out more about Mel. Yeah, Caitlyn's like, light. Hi. Rude?
Let her go. I brought her here. It's me you want.
My hero.
But I thought they were hurting you.
No.
Vi tells me I can trust you.
Oh,
Let me help
hi.
you with that.
Where have you been, Jinx?
Chasing down dead ends.
Still losing her mind a little bit more.
What? They're not all dead.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Don't
Ooh.
be silly. I might hurt you. You lied.
Yeah.
I wanted to protect you.
From what?
She and the Enforcer are back for the crystal. Not for you. Who found you? Who cared for you? Gave you a home? I am your family. Everyone else betrays.
Yeah, you wish that she was your family. But her real family is still alive.
You have to complete the weapon.
And now she's seeing an even
If your people had your
more
way,
different
it's rubble and
side
ash.
of
They
the
think you work for Silco.
underground.
Your people hunt us like animals. Silco pays them to do it.
That's true.
That's not possible.
She's not your enemy.
Oh yeah? Then what's this?
You got it. You have to let me take that back.
What is it?
With this, someone with the right knowledge could build any hex tech device. If enforcers are becoming more aggressive, that's why.
Yeah, that is the crux of the
You
issue.
beat Silco with this.
That
Oh,
won't
boy.
solve things. You'd be well within your rights to keep it. If you do, this cycle of violence will never stop. This is our best shot.
Yeah,
at setting the
they
record
won't
straight.
stop coming for your people.
This city needs healing. More than I ever realized. Please.
Yeah, this
let me
is
help you.
what this whole experience has taught her.
I have a friend on the council. Let me take the gemstone to him.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Caitlyn
You'll listen to me.
talking to Jayce would be very welcome. I hope that he'll listen.
If we are to assume the worst, that would mean they've turned it into a weapon.
Well, do we know this for certain?
Like how we're all just
We can't afford to wait to find out.
not wearing any protective gear with this
What are
bomb.
you suggesting? You want us to build weapons?
Yeah, that's.
Absolutely not. That is not why we invented hex tech.
But what did I say? This is the risk.
Peace. Heimerdinger would never go for this.
Heimerdinger's inaction is what brought us here. You said so yourself. The peace is already broken, Jayce.
Victor didn't know that.
Only our-
Don't. Do not.
The decision is yours.
Listen to Victor about this one. I'm begging you.
You cannot be considering this. What if she's right? Are we just gonna stand by while they attack us? We're scientists.
You have weapons. You
We
don't
have
need
knowledge
better
to defend
weapons.
ourselves. We may not have a choice.
Ah, fuck. Shit.
That is always a choice.
Yeah. I wonder if that letter that Mel got is what caused her to push for this. The opening has him breaking free of his leg braces, so I wonder. Ooh.
What are they?
We call them Firelights.
Never seen so many, though.
Why are there so many? They're cute. Oh boy. Need some.
I'm worried I have to do something I never thought I would.
Ooh, an old picture of him being a hero. Oh, Heimerdinger. Man, he carved all those runes on himself. I didn't even realize why. Well, this is some mad scientist behavior right here. Yeah, more and more are things pointing towards war being inevitable. Like, if Jayce is thinking about, like, making a weapon, everyone's getting into their position as heroes in the game.
I can't leave her again.
You can't change her.
I have to try.
She's the only one that can.
It's been real, Cupcake. Thanks for everything.
Don't get yourself killed. Oh boy.
It's just a goodbye hug.
It is.
Do that.
What about a goodbye kiss? Sorry. There they go, parting ways. Ha!
What the hell is this?
Marcus.
I have proof. Silco's behind everything.
He knows. Oh boy, is Jinx gonna steal it? My god. Please be okay, Ekko. It looks like it made a spark.
Liar.
I told you.
What? Just because she cares about other people doesn't mean she doesn't care about you. Ah, Jinx, please. What are the Firelights showing up for? You can't do it, Marcus. Oh, they're robots. Oh, God! They're bobs! They're Jinx bobs, huh? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. But how's everyone else doing? I guess the gemstone goes back to her. This is what happens when there's infighting.
Tell my daughter.
Oh, God. Yeah, Marcus looks dead. Well, sad that he didn't get to finish what he wanted his daughter to hear. Oh, God. Oh, shit! Ooh. Yeah, he's got a bone to pick with Jinx. Fuck. I'm taking that back. That was awesome. Good luck, Ekko! Jesus Christ!
Oh, look who it is. The boy savior.
Some shit is about to go down. Ooh. Yeah, there's some history here. What a crazy way to do like a fight scene. Alright. Alright, she got you last time. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god! But you can't kill her. Oh, Ekko's fate. Undetermined. I'm gonna say, not dead. You want me to believe someone's dead? Show me the body. Like Marcus, which I kind of can't believe. Alright, that was an insane episode. Alright, where to begin? So much happens in each one of these episodes that it's just like hard to work out my thoughts, which is why I talk for so long after each episode. So sometimes I like to go from the beginning of the episode to the end of the episode. Let's talk about the fact that Ekko was revealed to be there. Yeah, it's something that I have obtained outside knowledge to be able to predict. I think what happened was the character was really like Ekko was really referred to as Little Man a whole lot in the beginning, and I was like, does he have like a real name? So I looked up like Ekko Arcane, and it showed pictures of him older. So I think that's why I was like, that's who he probably is. I have no one to blame but myself but it doesn't take away from the, excellent inclusion of him in this episode. This episode is called The Boy Savior. It's very clear that Ekko is kind of like the star of this episode. You know, it started off with him confronting Vi, but, like, is very happy to be reunited. Let's see that by the tears. It's probably been relatively on his own. He's been through tough times, having to defend for himself and the people important to him, who've been, you know, under attack because they oppose Silco, and Silco has control of the police. About that, maybe not so much anymore. We'll have to see who. We didn't see this at the end of the episode, who has their hands on the crystal. I am about 100% certain that Jinx is still alive. I'm about 70% certain that Ekko is still alive. But yeah, if Marcus is dead, then Silco doesn't have any control over the enforcers. I mean, maybe he'll find another way there, but you know, Jinx caused that. I've talked about this many times. I've said that Jinx and Silco are bad for each other. They cling to each other because they both have this need for, like, family. I believe someone brought up in one comment on this show that I'm now feeling a lot about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Basically, Silco and Jinx both got kind of stunted on the love and belonging, which is the third need, is all about relationships and intimacy and stuff. Family. They're both people that need that. Like, that's like Silco has other plans, but they both, like, have so much hang-ups about, like, not having that need fulfilled, that, like, they'll choose to have each other to fulfill that need, even if in reality it's worse for them to do that. Jinx in reality would have her need for love and acceptance, like, so much more fulfilled if she went with Vi, but her trust has been broken. And part of the reason why her trust is broken is because she went with Silco and had to get her needs fulfilled that way. And Silco has been broken for a much longer time in terms of that. Savika is kind of correct. Jinx, well, it helps out Silco with a lot. In reality, just ends up kind of making all of Silco's plans fall apart worse. At, like, nearly every single point of Silco's path, Jinx has done something that's, like, completely thrown a wrench in his plan. Now, sometimes they've been, like, good things, like getting the crystal, but now that is looking to start a war over this, which is what Heimerdinger kind of warned about. Not like he was really trying to stop it, but Jinx and Silco are so interesting because they both just, like, think that they're helping each other, but they're in reality just, like, making each other's lives worse. Alright, let's talk about Viktor and Jayce. They both make my head hurt. I'm like, guys, I'm glad that Viktor was like, I'm putting my foot down, there's no weapons happening. But at the same time, Viktor is conducting secret experiments on himself that who knows what the results are going to be. The last we saw of him was him, like, having his, like, shimmer-infused blood going into this thing. Like, maybe he'll heal his legs, but what else is going to happen? In the opening, there's a couple of things relating to both Viktor and Jayce. One is that Viktor seems to be breaking free of his leg braces, which tells me that he is going to be better after this. But I just feel like things like that don't just happen without a cost. As much as I'm like, I would love Viktor to be healed, I'm like, there's gonna be some cost for him doing this to himself. And Jayce... Okay. Mel? I have many feelings about the situation around the weapons, because I'm like, the inventions that they were already making looked weapon-esque to me. But the fact that Mel is just straight up suggesting that they make weapons to defend themselves, I'm like, don't. And he is considering it. And Viktor's like, don't consider it. But I think Viktor is realizing that Jayce is changing. You know, maybe I have to accept that too. Like, I think that Jayce wants to do the right thing. I feel like he keeps not really knowing what the right thing to do is. And, like, maybe as an outside observer, it, like, seems easy to me. Like, yeah, don't make weapons. If him and Mel had not started this relationship, he probably wouldn't trust her this much and would probably dismiss that idea flat out. Now he trusts her a lot more and is really considering it. And Viktor's just like, alright, well, I guess our trust is broken now. Yeah, that's a lot of what this show is about. I've been talking about the trust between Caitlyn and Vi for a while, and we can see that that has been building. They've formed this, like, close bond. And I think what Caitlyn said to Ekko this episode about wanting to fix things down here, or, you know, help out, that needs to be a focus. She's seen what has been going on down here, and she knows that things need to change. That really made Vi realize that she can be trusted a lot more than she thought. She's like, Cupcake gets it. I'm enjoying that, but the consequences of them becoming closer is that Jinx is all like, no, there can only be me who's close to Vi. Which is very possessive behavior. It's just kind of going to be like a cycle. The more that Jinx goes after Caitlyn, the more that Vi might have to fight back against Jinx. I don't like where that's going. I just don't want to see Jinx, like, continue to go down this path. It was hard watching her this episode because she was just really losing it. But anyway, it seems like Jayce is leaning towards becoming a warrior himself with the hammer that we see him have in the opening. That's another thing about the opening. A Hextech-fueled hammer. Again, I don't exactly know which characters in this are usable in League of Legends. The characters that I'm fairly certain are at this point, I know Jinx is, I know Vi is, I know Caitlyn is, I know Ekko is. I'm pretty sure Heimerdinger is. Jayce must be, right? Why else would he be so important? And if he gets his hammer, I'm going to be like, oh, that's what he does. Got it. Oh, and I think Silco is too, right? There's a scene with Silco and the other leaders from the underground. Yeah, he commands respect by being just horrifying. But now I want to talk about that final scene, starting with Marcus's death. Marcus, a character that I've kind of flip-flopped on. I thought he was really annoying in the first third of the show. For the second third, I was all like, okay, he's got more depth. I'll admit it. He's got a daughter. He's got a wife that passed away. He's lived life. He's now smarter than he was back then. But he was never able to get out of this deal with Silco. He was never able to escape that. And it sucks because I did say that I want him to, like, be able to escape this. I mean, Silco said Jinx will take care of the border problem. So was she sent there to kill Marcus? Maybe death was the only escape for him. But I hate the fact that he had last words that he never got to finish. And it sucks that, like, this cycle of creating orphans continues, you know? So yeah, I ended up thinking that Marcus was a way more interesting character than I initially thought, but I still can't say that he didn't bring this upon himself. Who knows? If maybe it really was, like, he was damned if he did, damned if he didn't, because, like, if he decided to betray Silco, like, go straight up go to, like, the council and be like, I have been doing this. He, like, needs to be put into, like, witness protection or something. And that would be the only way, but Silco would still probably find a way to kill him. He can't get thrown in prison because Silco would have someone in there to kill him. Maybe it was the only path that would have secured his safety, but now he's dead. So, and that fight with Ekko versus Jinx, That was some insane visuals. I love that, like, we went into Ekko's mind and saw, like, him remembering this is how it went when we were kids. Because we all know that powder was always a good shot. But now he's thinking, like, what could I do now with my abilities now to avoid that? And he was able to do it. He was able to overpower Jinx, which is impressive, but he was not able to kill her. Too much history there. He knew her when she was... I was gonna say mentally stable, but that was never. Maybe when her mom was alive. But that was just a really cool visualization of, like, preparing for this fight and then playing the action. Knowing that there's a season 2 of this show kind of tints some things. Like, I'm like, Jinx is not gonna die this season. Next season, we'll see. But Ekko just had some crazy action this episode. I'm really impressed. I hope this is not the end of his character, because it would feel kind of a cheap way to get rid of his character to me if, like, you had, like, this amazing scene and then you didn't have him continue to be important. He should be important. We'll see what the results of this are. This final third of this show is already starting off crazy. I hope that you all enjoyed my reaction to this episode. If you did, you can let me know by leaving a like, and you can subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Arcane reaction going forward. Also, feel free to leave a comment. I love the discussions that are had on this show. So yeah, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.